Hello everyone, welcome to Students Point. This is 6th of August and today we have to see 10 important questions along with some additional facts at the end. So be attentive and be focused till the end. And to get PDF of all these videos, you can join us on Telegram by writing the channel's name, and you can also follow us on Instagram by writing the username The Students Point. So let's begin. But if you are finding these videos useful, don't forget to like the video and do share the video with your friends and loved ones. So let's begin now. But first we will see a question. Everyone has to try to answer this question. The question is, Indian leopard or common leopard is listed in which category of IUCN Red List? These are the options. Last day we have discussed in detail about Wildlife Protection Act and the category in which this Indian leopard is listed. And this Wildlife Protection Act is passed in the year of 1972. Not in 1976. Last day by mistake I called it 1976, but it is 1972. So let's begin now. The first question. Which department launched Pan-India 1000 SARS-CoV-2 RNA genome sequencing program? So it has been launched by Department of Biotechnology. And recently Dr. Harshvardhan, who is Union Minister for Health and Family Welfare, has announced completion of Pan-India genome sequencing of SARS-CoV-2. He reviewed the COVID-19 activities of Department of Biotechnology, Biotechnology Industry Research Assistance Council, which is in short called as BIRAC, Department of Biotechnology Autonomous Institutions, in the meeting with DBT. And he also launched establishment of 5 COVID-19 biorepositories by Department of Biotechnology at Faridabad, Bhubaneswar, New Delhi, Pune and at Bangalore. And Pan-India 1000 SARS-CoV-2 RNA genome sequencing program was launched by DBT in May 2020 itself in collaboration with national laboratories and clinical organizations. Next question now. Who inaugurated grand finale of 4th edition of a Smart India Hackathon Software 2020? So it has been inaugurated by Ramesh Pokhriyal Nishank. So yeah, third is right. And Prime Minister Modi has addressed grand finale of 4th edition of Smart India Hackathon of 2020, and it is the largest ever online hackathon in the world. And Prime Minister has interacted with the participants through video conference. And Union Human Resource Development Minister Ramesh Pokhriyal Nishank had inaugurated it in New Delhi, and the grand finale was conducted online from 1st to 3rd August 2020. And the hackathon has been organized by Ministry of HRD in collaboration with All India Council for Technical Education, Persistent Systems and I4C. And only few days are left for you to enroll yourself for the month of August test series. And those who are new to the channel, let me tell you that we do organized test on each 15th and afterwards of every month. The tests are organized for 7 subjects, which are for polity, economy, international news, science and technology, environment, history and culture, and the small topics are covered in miscellaneous. And from this month we are trying to conduct test online on the website of Students Point, that is studentspointweb.com. and the test cover not only the topics of current affairs but also all the related topics of that subject, so that a comprehensive preparation may be ensured for your examinations. And there are 3 plans for it which you can subscribe to. The first one is for 1 month, which costs ₹79. The second one is for 3 months, which costs ₹219, and the third plan is for 6 months, which costs ₹420. So you can subscribe to either of the plan by pressing on the link. The link will be provided in the description box as well as in the comment section. Press on the link below and subscribe to the plan of your own choice. And after subscribing, do give your confirmation on this mail, that is pointstudent2020@gmail.com. Note here, pointstudent2020@gmail.com. Thereafter you will receive a link wherein you have to join the group, and you will receive all the PDFs with detailed explanations and answers of each and every questions and all the related topics. And all the questions will be available on the website, so you can take the test as and when according to your own comfort. So let's begin now. The third question. Ibrahim Al-Qazi died away recently was a... So Ibrahim Al-Qazi, who died away recently, was a great drama teacher. So here A is the right answer. He lived during 1925 till 2020. He was an Indian theatre director and drama teacher. He was remembered as father of Indian theatre. He served as director of NSD, National School of Drama, based in New Delhi, from 1962 till 1977, and he was the longest serving director of NST. He was the first person to bring regional language plays into NST, and he has directed over 50 plays including the famous Girish Karnad's Tughlaq and Dharamveer Bharti Andha Yug. He was the first recipient of Roop Ved Pratisthan's the Tanveer Award in 2004 for lifetime contribution to the theatre. He received Padma Shri Padma Bhushan in 1991 and Padma Vibhushan as well in 2010. He received Sangeet Natak Academy Award in direction in 1962. See, these are the three awards in sequence. The Padma Vibhushan is higher than Padma Bhushan and followed by Padma Shri. So at highest there is Bharat Ratna, at second highest there is Padma Vibhushan, at third Padma Bhushan, at fourth lies the Padma Shri award. These are the four highest civilian awards in India provided by government to its people. Next question now. Consider the following statements about World Breastfeeding Week. It is organized between August 1st to 7th. This is correct. It is exclusively organized by World Alliance for Breastfeeding Action. No, this is wrong. It is organized by World Alliance for Breastfeeding Action in collaboration with WHO and UNICEF. So three organizations jointly organize this World Breastfeeding Week. It promotes exclusive breastfeeding for first 6 months of life, which has huge health benefits. So here first and third statements are correct. Second is wrong. So here D is the right answer. And it was first celebrated in 1992 and is now annually observed in more than 100 countries. And the organization provides some suggestions which must be followed. It suggests that breastfeeding must be initiated within just an hour of birth of a child. And exclusive breastfeeding should be provided for first 6 months of a life of a child. And please note that only breast milk should be provided. No other milk, food, drink or water should be provided to a child who is below the age of 6 months. And appropriate and adequate complementary feeding should be provided from 6 months of age while continuing breastfeeding. And breastfeeding should be continued up to the age of 2 or beyond. Next question now. NCDC's YouTube channel Sahakar Coop Tube NCDC India has been launched by Union Agriculture Minister. It will encourage farmers and youths to take help from cooperatives, and he also released videos on formation and registration of cooperatives for 18 states in Hindi and regional languages. NCDC, that is National Cooperative Development Corporation, is an apex level statutory institution under Ministry of Agriculture and Farmer Welfare. Next question now. What is the required level of vitamin D in human body? So we require 30 to 100 nanogram of vitamin D per milliliter. So here B is the right answer. And recently researchers have claimed that vitamin D deficiency can negatively affect COVID-19 high-risk patients, particularly those who are diabetic, have heart conditions, pneumonia, obesity, and those who smoke. Few days back, in fact a month back, we have discussed the impacts of vitamin D and its impact in the spread of COVID-19, particularly in Western countries, including countries like Italy, France, and others. I have made a separate video on that. So if you wish to know in detail about impacts of COVID-19 or interrelation between COVID-19 and vitamin D, do watch that video. You can get that video in a separate playlist. The playlist has been created with the name of Current Affairs, I think. And it is also associated with infections in the respiratory tract and lung injury. India has a large population suffering from vitamin D deficiency among the public, irrespective of their locations, be it in rural or in urban areas, age or gender, or whether they are poor or even rich. Some key findings of this report. It found that females compared to males showed consistently lower levels of vitamin D, while people in South India have higher level of vitamin D than those living in North India. However, all Indians are suffering from acute deficiency of vitamin D, and vitamin D is a fat soluble vitamin. Please note that it is not a water soluble, rather it is a fat soluble vitamin. It is naturally present in few foods like fatty fish, fish liver oils, beef liver, cheese, and egg yolks. It is also synthesized in our skin when UV rays strike on our skin. And vitamin D helps maintain adequate calcium and phosphate concentrations in blood. It also helps us in immune functions and reduction of inflammation. While deficiency of vitamin D in body can cause rickets in children and osteomalacia in adults. This results in weakening of bones. Next question now. Thalweg principle is associated with, this question is very important for you. Thalweg principle is associated with border between two states. So here B is the right answer. So what does this Thalweg principle says? It defines the border between two states separated by watercourse or flowing body of water as lying along the Thalweg, which is the line of greatest depth of channel or watercourse. So basically it defines the border between two states along with the Thalweg. So what is Thalweg? Thalweg is nothing but it is a line of greatest depth of channel of a watercourse. So suppose in this line the greatest depth lies of a watercourse. So on this line the boundary of two states will be demarcated. If this is the course of a water body and here lies the greatest depth of this water body, then on this line the depth will be, or the border between the two states will be demarcated. So what is the matter? See, recently Pakistan has released a new political map that includes all of Jammu Kashmir, Ladakh, Sar Creek and Junagadh as its own territory. However, it is not new for Pakistan to show Junagadh, Kashmir, Ladakh as its own part. It shows the obsession of Pakistan with territory. However, now Pakistan has also shown Sar Creek, all of its in its own territory. However, Sar Creek till now it considered to be disputed and talks were ongoing for its resolution. What is Sar Creek? It is a 96 km long strip of water disputed between India and Pakistan in Run of Kutch marshland, that is the bordering of Gujarat and Pakistan's Sindh province. Pakistan claims the line to follow eastern shore of estuary, while India claims that Sar Creek should be divided between two countries according to the Thalweg principle from center. However, Pakistan says that this Thalweg principle does not apply on saline water bodies or estuaries, and since Sar Creek is an estuary, Thalweg principle shall not apply on that. So Pakistan says that this greener line of Sar Creek should be the main boundary of India and Pakistan in this area. However, India says that according to Thalweg principle, this red line, red dotted line should be the main boundary of India and Pakistan in this region. So it is a matter of contention between these two countries. Why there is so much concern for India about this location? See, this location has a strategic importance for India because this location has been historically used by Pakistan to send cross-border terrorism, supply illegal drugs to India. It has also been used for human trafficking and other illegal activities. So it is important for India to have control over this area. However, because of contention between these two countries, the locals in this area, particularly fishermen, are suffering because of the dispute between these boundaries, and sometimes they get flow away because of wind and because of streams and currents, and they get detained in other countries for crossing the desired line of boundaries. Next question now. Mohun Bagan Athletic Club is based in, so it is based in Kolkata, West Bengal. So here D is the right answer. And it was founded in 1889 as Mohun Bagan Sporting Club. The club's football section is one of the oldest football clubs in India and Asia, and July 29th is celebrated every year as Mohun Bagan Day to commemorate team's famous IFA Shield triumph in 1911 when it defeated East Yorkshire Regiment by 2-1 to become first Indian club to end British stranglehold on the tournament. It was in news because it went global as it became the country's first ever football club to feature in Nasdaq billboards in New York's Times Square. And if you have not liked the video yet, do like it and do share the video with your friends and loved ones. Next question now. Thenjawal Golf Resort project has been inaugurated at, so it has been inaugurated at Mizoram. So here A is the right answer. The project was implemented under Swadesh Darshan scheme of Ministry of Tourism. What is Swadesh Darshan scheme? Next question is about that. So it was launched in 2014-15 for integrated development of theme-based tourist circuits in the country. This statement is correct. Remember the year 2014-15. It is a central sector scheme. So this statement is also correct. So here both of these statements are correct. C is the right answer. And this scheme is envisaged to synergize other schemes like Swachh Bharat Abhiyan, Skill India, Make in India and others, with the idea of positioning tourism sector as an engine for job creation and economic growth. Let's see some more points now. Swachh Bharat Kranti, which is a translated copy of book Swachh Bharat Revolution, was launched by Union Minister for Textiles and Women Child Development Smriti Irani and Union Minister of Jal Shakti Gajendra Singh Shekhawat. Next, Union Education Minister has laid foundation stone of IIM, that is Indian Institute of Management, in Sirmaur in Himachal Pradesh. So I hope you find the video useful. Do share and do like the video, subscribe and press the bell icon. Wait for the upcoming video. Until then, stay safe and thanks for watching.